We're obviously really excited for the weekend. Home game, 3 games to go. The first of the 2 game set at home. So obviously we're home away home, but one at a time against a team that we know well in Minnesota. Also, they'll be playing for something big for positioning. And yeah, listen, we're just excited this time of year that we've put ourselves in a spot, to make the playoffs, and when things are in our control. So at least on our terms, we have to earn every bit of it. A lot of respect to Minnesota, what they've done in their few years here, and with Eric Ramsey now. But we had a good game against them last time. We'll take certain things from that game and get ready to ramp it up in front of our fans. So we're excited.
These questions are from Telemundo here. How much confidence does the group have to advance to the playoffs?
Listen, you'd have to ask some of the players, but based on the way I see the group and showing up every day and the energy and the spirit in the group, there's big vision and aspirations to not only make the playoffs, but to get on a run. As we know, whether it's against Seattle or LAFC, we've went toe-to-toe with some of the best teams. The first part's getting into the playoffs, and there's no other discussion other than getting in. So I believe there's big belief that we'll be there. But, yeah, they can give you more of that insight.
Having played Minnesota so recently, just kind of what dangers do they present, and kind of what are you looking for having just seen them so soon?
Well, yeah, we can see they can hurt you in many different ways. They're a talented group, so individually they're strong in the back. They have weapons up the pitch. They have strong central midfielders with Will Trapp and Ludd and Pereira up the pitch. They have speed. They have in which they can use in counterattacks. They're a very organized team, can set up in a mid-block to low block and counterattack. So that's a big challenge. For me, they're one of the best counterattacking teams in the league. They're probably the best set-piece team in the league, and that means corner kicks, free kicks, long throw-ins. With Buxell, he can launch it. So, yeah, they're a tough opposition, and we'll take from the game that we did. We set up to match up with them. We played a 5 in the back last time. We'll look hard at that again and just see what we think makes sense. But yeah, interesting. Not every team in MLS plays that as organized as they are and can hurt you on the counter like they do. So very dangerous opponent.
First full day of training since the Dallas game on Saturday. Kind of what's the mood of the team? Kind of what have you been telling them to kind of get that result out of the way and focus towards Minnesota this weekend?
We didn't talk about I don't. There's no words that I can offer that helps. When you lose a game, we look at things in an honest way. We have a process. We look at things that we do well and areas to improve, and it's always a reference point back to who we are, our principles, and even a match plan. So we always have an honest reflection, and it was no different today.
What have your personal thoughts of Darren Yappy as of late? In Dallas, he comes on, gets that opportunity, called off sides, but kind of what have you been seeing from him? Had a great performance against Minnesota last time out. Kind of what are you expecting from him this weekend?
Yeah, with Yappy, I've seen real growth in him from the day I walked in the building to now, and what I'd say is that he's just much clearer on who he is as a player, how to use his strengths and his weapons, really, and he works hard at his game, So I see a confident Yappy. I see a guy that understands, how to be dangerous, like the last time we played Minnesota, and a guy that works on all the little parts of his game. He really is becoming a student of the game with his hold-up play, his positioning inside the box and his movements in the box to help us get goals. And I keep challenging him to raise the level in all those ways, coming back into the game and meeting the demands of the best game. So he's up for it. I love Yaps, and I'm sure he'll factor in this weekend for us because he's a guy that's gotten us some goals, and he seems to be dangerous. And even this last game, he was maybe a step or two just offside, but his positioning was pretty good.
Yeah. And then this weekend, second team, it's a doubleheader here at DSGP. Kind of just two things. Kind of what has your opinion been of the second team so far that had a solid year, and then kind of how cool is it of an opportunity for them to kind of have play on the same day as the first team, kind of play in the stadium, stuff like that.
Yeah, obviously I watch all those games, and it's partly it's all the guys coming through, the next generation, let's say, and then on most days there's a few of our guys always playing in those games. Sam Bassett, Alex Harris, guys that have gotten in with us, Sidney Watuda. You see Wayne Frederick, Dowda, and Ali Fadal. You go around the horn a bit. And I love watching those games because I get to check for understanding, see where certain guys are at. Are they applying what we're asking? Are they thriving in those games? So yeah, this last game was fun to watch too. 4-1, we came alive late. Great to see Alex, guys like this get some goals, and the Belos of the world. These other guys that are thriving in that environment. It's important for me to see that. So, yeah, I love it that we'll be in the building. They're having a great season. I think Eric Boucher, his staff, it's I think a strong season. I think we're really seeing an aligned philosophy, a style of play that's coming alive, and this is a good thing. And this is throughout our club right now. So it's for me the all-time high in this area, and I think players are benefiting. The results are also following. And they're having a great season. Credit to that group. But I also credit our guys that when they're going to those games, the mentality that they come with, the approach, very professional, and using those games the right way.